Good morning. My name is Nathan William from class 12 MIPA 2, and I'm here now to perform my speech about the strength and weaknesses of PJJ. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for me today to speak in front of you, Mr. Resi and Mr. Sugianto, and also to all my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that when COVID-19 was first discovered at the end of December 2019, the world was stricken with concern. Changes occur drastically in various areas of life. The government has begun to implement new policies, starting from the policy of wearing masks, maintaining distance, and staying at home. The education sector was also affected until finally on March 16, 2020, teaching and learning activities in schools were stopped. On this occasion, I, as a student who is studying in the era of the COVID-19 pandemic, will convey a few things about a term that is familiar to our ears, namely PJJ. PJJ, or long-distance learning, is a form of learning adaptation that has just been applied during the pandemic. PJJ has undergone many developments since the first day of its implementation. In the early days of PJJ, learning only consisted of giving assignments with deadlines given by the teacher of the relevant subject. In further developments, online meeting such as Zoom and Google Meets were also used for learning purposes. Online meeting has also undergone some rapid developments. One of them is the breakout room, which allows many classes to study different subjects simultaneously in one link. In its implementation, PJJ also faces various obstacles. In the early days, learning materials were provided in the form of UKBM, or as translated, Independent Learning Activity Unit, and modules. Therefore, students must look for material companions. Either it's in the form of videos from YouTube or blogs on the internet to help work on the UKBM and the modules. The different resources of studying made the teaching process uneven to some students. Even when using online meetings, there were still many problems that must be faced, such as internet networks problems, expensive internet bills, electricity problems, laptops and cell phones that are not fully functional, and limited two-way communication. The accumulation of all these obstacles causes the loss of students' knowledge and morale, namely learning loss. Learning loss is a product of PJJ's inability to facilitate students with academic education that is balanced with character education. Despite the weaknesses, PJJ still has advantages for education in Indonesia. Firstly, PJJ obligates teachers and students to know and use technology. This accelerates the development of science and technology in Indonesia. Secondly, PJJ breaks the limitation of distance and time to do learning. Thirdly, PJJ encourages students to become more independent and responsible in study. At the end of the day, PJJ is a good learning system. But however, like all things, nothing is perfect. I hope that all of us, as the nation's future generation, can use PJJ to its fullest extent until the COVID pandemic subsides and we can go to school normally. And until then, let us take PJJ's strength as an opportunity and its weaknesses as a challenge. Finally, I say thank you and best wishes to all of us.